Hey everybody, this is a brief edit session on a Squarespace 7.1 back end of the website, my website, tonyfrance.com. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to show you some Squarespace stuff, especially if you're a real estate photographer in general, really, but interior design, architecture. I like to have big pictures on there. And I could show, I was thinking the other day, it's like I could show how I do it now. I'm not saying it's right, but basically I have four different categories that I'm putting out there right now. Commercial photography, which really is not right. It's commercial. I need to rename it. I need to go in there and do some things. But in my mind, it makes sense because it's kind of like everything that I haven't categorized yet can go into commercial. I can throw it in that box. But otherwise, there's interiors. Interiors is, of course, interior design photography, real estate photography. Uh, Mostly, let me just click there. Just really nice homes, usually that have nice interiors, or nice interior photography that would be used for marketing houses. And if on the interior design side, everybody, you look at a lot of these pictures, all the manufacturers need photos as well. So it could be a dishwasher company, any kind of appliance company, lighting company, wine company. I mean, do you have a stock image library? Yes, I've done some travel shoots, of course. This is a hotel in Nashville. If you could just see everything that I have in this section, you can see that interiors is a huge category. So I have people. Starting off a long time ago, I was a wedding and portrait photographer. So portraits actually at this stage of shooting real estate and design come kind of second nature for me, or naturally. I used to shoot covers for a real estate magazine, and so not shooting people getting married anymore, but usually it's a realtor. Hey, she's a realtor too. Believe that. She's a lot of realtors. Just saying. One of these guys is a realtor. He's a realtor. So I find that a lot. But anywho, that's the people section. And then residential. Also very general. I need to change this. I might actually make this no categories at all. But here we go. More interiors. I tell you what. And that's residential section. So just some of the best shots that I've found here lately that I've liked. That was definitely East Coast. This is Midwest. Very fancy gated community, kind of Midwest. But some of these shots in here are for builders, interior designers, architects, all that good stuff. So let me go into the back end now, and you can see how I have things structured. Because I did have an aerial section in here. I've got that turned off right now. So what I can do is click it, and you can see I can go into the back end. You can see that enable page is turned off. So I click it turns it on. And if I save it, come back over, look, now I can see aerials in there. Let's see what kind of aerials I have in here. Oh yeah, commercial aerials. And, as a photographer, one thing that can be kind of annoying at times is categorizing photos, because usually they can go for more than one category, or, depending on how you're tagging things and publishing things, it can go on more than one website. So how do you do it all? And I know there's some fanatics out there that like tag in Lightroom, and then maybe they populate it in other page. I don't get into any of that stuff. I think it's cool if you do. It's cool. I still do it. Seems like a lot of work. Or if you had a really great assistant, they could do it for you. But I haven't had an assistant in a few years. I decided to do a lot of this stuff myself. Now, I do have editors. Not going to lie. I have editors and designers that help. It's part of our team. But for right now, most of it is just blood, sweat, and tears. Travel. Yeah, I've got a lot of travel in there. I've got that turned off now. So if you see, I can just kind of come over to travel, click on it, and see the general dialog box pops up for the page title, the navigation title, the URL slug. Of course, it's travel. Right now, I've got it turned off, but let's say I turn that one on, and there it is there. So it's going to pop up there. Yep, travel. Let's see what we have. Yeah, Bali. I kind of got it in one of these Squarespace picture viewers, blocks. I will go over some of that stuff, but yeah, I mean, you can see the way I have it set up. If I want to change it, I can just go up here and hit edit. And then do I want to edit the gallery? If I did, I could go in there and go, hey, I don't like this picture. Or, hey, look it, I don't want blue, green, blue. I want blue, red. And I'm talking about mostly what I see in the background or something. Change that order of the images and be done with it. Now, if I hit edit section, here is where I can go into how I want to display all the images. So a grid simple is kind of cool. I'm not doing that right now on this page, but I've done it before. And it's cool that you can change how many columns you have, and it changes the size of the images. Like, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Or maybe I want more. Maybe I want to go up to there's 6. I don't have enough images to have much of a display there, but you can kind of get the idea. There's 5, there's 4. I'm not even going to use it, so it doesn't really matter. I want to show you strips. Strips is cool. Kind of takes the aspect ratio of your photo and just kind of displays it that way. It just makes it fit. I don't know how you can adjust the spacing like so. Or you can make it wide, or you can make it really thin. I think that thin is kind of sexy, but I'm not going to use it anyways. Masonry. This one's just straight. You can add columns, though, just like the grid. And that spacing we can take down as well. So they kind of look like little bricks. Huh? Super cool. But we're not using that. Simple slideshows are great. This one is just a large one, but I'm really getting into these. I've turned the thumbnails on and maybe keep it simple where you can have like a little selector and go through your images that way. Still, I don't want to do it this way. As far as showing images, slideshow full. I do like full. I like seeing those images edge to edge. But let's go to large. Whoa, that's huge. Whenever doing something like this, you have to kind of keep in mind over here, your mobile view. And so if you click on mobile view, it's going to show it, but I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It's not centered on the right images. And so you almost have to have a plan for that, because everybody's going to be looking at your images on their phone. They're going to be looking at your site on their phone. So let's go back to this gallery deal. I'll just show the real quick, because I don't even think this looks that great on a mobile phone. Maybe it does. That allows you to kind of go like this, which isn't bad. But the edit section, I've got it as small, and a full bleed is right there. Oh, yeah. If I hit inset, it's going to make it smaller. I mean, you just have to kind of play with these combinations. And so that's why I say you can spend a lot of time with these sites, tweaking it, making it just the way you like it. But that's what I love about this platform is if you got the time, you can sit down and work on one little aspect, save your work over here, and then test it out and see what it looks like. And, maybe give it a day and then come back. Photography galleries that I have, which I'm going to turn those off. Just not doing that right now. I'm starting to get too into it. So see how easy it is though, going back into Squarespace and just turning off the enable page little toggle switch there, and it gets me back to where I just have these 4 groups that I'm showing right now. And that's great. That's all I want to do. So outside of that, I have some stuff that needs to be cleaned up. I might be done with this video for now because I don't know. Everything's kind of looking kind of groovy. There's my mentorship page. Let's join the wait list. So for anybody who wants to learn real estate and design photography, I'm your guy. But no, I think that's good for now. I want to go ahead and get into the new DasFort web design video. So thanks for checking this video out, and subscribe. Keep me in mind for more videos. Okay. Thank you. Talk to you later. Luma out.